Hi and welcome back. I wrote a blog yesterday on the website, just explaining how I think EWS is on fire at the moment. So I thought I'd just do a quick update, just 5 minutes or so. The plan was just to do an end of month update and a monthly one thereafter, but based on the sort of numbers I've seen the last few days, I thought I'd just jump back on just to show you how we're doing. You can see all the recent bets here from, like, there's the 16th, 17th, and 18th. We didn't get that many bets yesterday. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's a reasonable amount. It's a couple more than I thought I'd got on. But you can see from the 18th down over, we won £48, lost 3 fivers, won 16, won 7.5, 3.5, 3, 17.5, and 50 pence. Lost another 3 there. So we had 2 winners, totaling about, what's that, 62 pounds, and then a few losers, 6 losers, and the others were placed. I just want to show you the last few days, so I'll jump onto the spreadsheet, because if you remember in the last video, I'd taken up until the 13th of January, which was looking at a profit of 356. Now, I just looked back again yesterday, and that's why I wrote the blog. I looked back again yesterday after the 18th, and we were up to £511 profit, and I thought that's £150 profit. So I thought I'll have a look at the last few days, and that's when I decided to write a blog and put a post out. As you can see, these numbers haven't changed too much from the row above. We're still running at 6.5% strike rate for winners, 38% for strike rate for winners and places combined, and then the return on investments actually dropped slightly. But I think it's to do with the number of places we've had in the last few days. You can see we're now at 263 bets, and if we look at this chart here, well, this is a table, the chart's further up, but if I look at the table data first, you can see the last 3 days we've actually had 3 really positive days. Every single one's been a profit of over £50, and that's just for sitting doing nothing. It's absolutely incredible how you can sort of earn that kind of return. However, bear in mind that the day before that was a loss of £32. But if I average out the last 5 days since I put the last video out, you can see we've averaged £30 per day. And I thought, well, is it actually on fire? And this is after I wrote the blog post. Well, potentially not, because if I highlight the whole of January, the average is £28 there. So we're averaging we are averaging £28 profit every single day. Obviously, we did have a good day there where it's £205, but the average doesn't tell lies. It's £28 per day. I won't go into November and December's averages because I wasn't placing £2.50 each way bets for the whole of the duration, which I am doing now. If I go to this is the day breakdown, so you can see how many bets we've done each day from the start of January, and then you've got the profit and loss here for each day as well. So you can see the last 3 days, where this is just a pivot table of the data, because I've moved this is the bet data here in the sheet, and this is just a straight extract from each way sniper. So yeah, that's the update really. It's going fantastically well. If I go up to the chart, which I mentioned earlier, just show you the, oops, I've just done something wrong. I'll undo that. Slip of the mouse. If I go up to the top here and show you the chart, I was thinking it's just absolutely looks like it's taken off. Obviously, that was the £205 winning day there, and since then it's just flew up. We're having, and obviously these are the last 3 profitable days. That's the -30 there, and then a little bit before that on the 13th we had an £82.50 day. So I was thinking, am I just going through a lucky streak here? Well, the answer to that is probably not, because we've already looked at the fact that we're still, the last 5 days has been a £30 average, and the whole month has been 28, which is not much lower. But then I thought, well, if we look at another factor that shows that it possibly isn't luck, and I'm not just on a lucky streak, although that does look lucky looking at that graph, is going back to the profit and loss statement here. You can see in November The profit was £92.67 over the entire month. That was 514 bets. The average stake was 50 pence, which means I put exactly 25 pence on each way for every single bet I put on in November. For all 514 bets I placed 25 pence each way, which is a 50 pence bet for every single bet, and that worked out at £257 stake. If I go to the I can't get to that. Sorry, if I go to the I should have hid that. If I go to the November bet sheet, you can see that every single bet placed down this column here is 25 pence each way, which is a 50 pence total stake on each bet, all the way down 25 pence. So the theory here is, if I was placing 25 pence bets in November, and now in January I'm placing £2.50 bets. As you can see here, I placed every single bet at £2.50, and that means we're placing bets that are now 10 times more than we were in November. So 50 pence bet in November is now a £5 bet, so £5 each way. So there's your 50 pence there, 10 times more than that, which means if we'd been placing £2.50 bets in November, our profit would have been 10 times more, so it would have been £926 profit in November if I'd only took the plunge straight away and placed £2.50 bets. I mean, I had no intentions of doing so, because I obviously needed to test the system and make sure it was going to be profitable, otherwise it would have been binned. But as it happens, it just proves another small aspect to that fact that we're running at a £511 profit up to the 18th. I'd probably be looking at, if we got anywhere near the performance of November, where the return on investment was only 36%, we're currently running at 38.97%, and we're probably maybe slightly ahead of schedule for November. Compared to November, we'd be looking at £926.70 profit in November if only we'd staked £2.50 stakes, because you can obviously ramp it up like that based on your point system. So yeah, at the moment it's not looking like luck, although I thought initially it looked like it was on fire the last few days, which was the title of the blog post. It is just creeping up as you would expect with the sort of variance and the probability of winning these bets. I do still think the last few days has seen an up rate in placed bets as well, because if you look here, we've only won 5 more over the 5 days. So that's only 1 win per day, which is about average, really, 1 to 2 wins a day. But we've only done 5 wins in the last few days, but we have had quite an uplift in the placed bets. So you can see that that's sort of 84 compared to what it was 5 days ago, 50, 58. Okay, so that's just a quick update on how we're doing. If you want to get involved, if you want to use the links in the description, you can sign up for EWS. If it's £30 a month, or you can pay £200 for the year, I'd probably recommend just going with the £30 a month, at least to begin with. See how you get on. The system's ideal if you've got like gubbed accounts or anything like that, as long as they're not stake restricted. You can get on and get involved, and like I say, if you sign up, start off on the 25 pence each way like I did here, you'd be looking at that kind of profit for the month, assuming you get the same kind of levels of return. Obviously, it can't be guaranteed. I'm not a financial expert. I'm not offering financial advice, but I'm just showing you a system I've used. I've been using it since the 1st of November, and these are the results. And there's absolutely nothing hidden here. And this is actually real money I've actually placed on these bets, and it's real profit that I've actually seen a return of as well. Okay, thanks for watching now. Cheers. Thank you. Bye.